Welcome back. We're just 3 days away from Christmas and Hanukkah, at a time we traditionally welcome all kinds of guests into our home.
But with those visitors comes some potential danger, not for conversation you don't want to have, but for your pets. And joining us now on the couch to help with that is Dr. Andrew Torchia from the Heart of Chelsea Veterinary Group, and as well as little Sadie. Look at Sadie there. Dr. Torchia, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So, for the Sadie there, someone comes into your home and thinks that a certain thing from their dinner table is fine for the dog underneath the table to eat. I have to imagine that is a danger that a lot of vets see and have to deal with around the holidays.
Absolutely. Grandmom is always the culprit. So you can avoid that by just being prepared. You can have something that's actually acceptable for them to give to your dog. So you can make a cute little jar that says Sadie's Treats, and something that's approved can sit in that jar. So when you're sitting around the dinner table and you have the little piece of ham that's going to cause pancreatitis, instead of giving that, just grab something from Sadie's jar.
And what about toys? I mean, I don't have a dog. I love dogs. I love to give my friends with dogs toys, but we do have to be careful about that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're fun. Toys are fun, and it's exciting to hand a new toy to them. But anything that's out of the ordinary could pose a risk. So if it's a new toy that you're not used to, you should probably watch them pretty closely.
So, ground rules, is that another, because you mentioned a jar, which makes a lot of sense. That makes it easy and sort of obvious for house guests, but do you want to sort of set some rules when guests arrive? Not the first thing you say to them, but
no, not at
some point you say, hey, just so you know, don't feed our dog anything from the table.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Set the baseline from the beginning.
Yeah. Variance
is honestly a dog's worst enemy. You don't want to be giving new things that they haven't had before.
And so Christmas Eve, Santa needs the milk and the cookies for, to keep his night going, make sure he gets toys to everybody. Milk and cookies are not supposed to be eaten by the pets, and I have to imagine they often are.
They are. Save those for Santa, absolutely correct. But cow's milk is really not meant to be given to cats. So Christmas Eve, you can be asleep in your bed instead of sitting in the ER.
And we all love to decorate the Christmas tree or the menorah, but we have to be careful about that. Tell us why.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, anything that looks like a toy is a toy for them. So stringy, shiny things is something a cat's going to jump for right away. Tinsel is a really big culprit, to be honest. But if you want to do something like that, keep it super high up, something that's not in an area where it's not reachable to your pet.
And I just want to sort of repeat something you just said, which I think is really interesting and also important for our viewers to hear, that you do not want to introduce, because a lot of new people are around, because you're eating food that you only eat one time in the year, you do not want to introduce a whole lot of different things to your pets, especially their diet, around this time of year, just because you're having some things that you only have this time.
Yes, absolutely. It's not some extra reward that they're getting. If they get something that they're used to, then they're just as happy. So just give them something they're used to.
I want to say, I love how well-behaved Sadie is. So
I feel like she's a little nervous, but she's just, I love the sweater.
Loving the camera, too.
Where's Sadie from?
Sadie is actually owned by one of our employees here, Mariah.
Oh, that's great.
And today's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Is it Sadie or Mariah's birthday?
Sadie's birthday.
Sadie's birthday.
She's the star.
How old's Sadie today?
Sadie's 12, believe it or not.
Wow.
I know.
And what's the breed?
She is a mix between a Maltese and a Shih Tzu.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Torchia, and to Sadie. Also, again, happy birthday for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for both being here. We really appreciate it. This has been a fascinating look at the right and wrong things to do around this time of year when it comes to our pets that we love so much. We'll be right back with another look at the holiday travel rush as well. Stay with us.